Hi, my name is Princess Likai. I am the Director of Talent and Culture. For Green Africa, we've developed a 360 framework called RAPID, which guides our talent selection. We look for candidates that are resilient and they have a kind spirit. They are above board. They strive for professional excellence. They are intellectually curious and have humility. And they generally desire to develop the team and others. There is an evident gap in the talent pipeline, which is even more pronounced in the Nigerian aviation industry. This is a major challenge that my team and I must tackle every day, and we must think strategically on how to uplift the next generation of aviation professionals in Nigeria and across the African continent.
I am Captain Arome, Director of Flight Operations, Green Africa. My aviation career spans from the mid-70s till date. I have flown various types of aircraft on domestic and international routes, conducted training and checks, and was with the regulatory agency for 7 years before joining Green Africa in June 2019. For some time now, there have been a short supply of experienced talents to cover the aviation needs of the country. This has been due to two major reasons. One, a gap left in the training and graduating personnel from the foremost aviation training facility in Zaria. And two, the reluctance of existing airlines to absorb and mentor these young graduates. The basic licenses held by pilots and engineers do not qualify them for airline jobs. These training are very expensive and out of reach of the average Nigerian. The young pilots require experienced captains to train them, and such experienced captains are currently non-existent in Nigeria.
Hi, I'm Daniel, Director of Maintenance and Engineering at Green Africa. With over 12 years' experience in the industry and observing the steady growth of the industry, parks-wise and fleet-wise, it is quite unbelievable there are less than 10,000 licensed aircraft engineers in Nigeria. In my role here with Green Africa, recruitment processes have revealed there are less than 20 ATR 72600 rated engineers in Nigeria and less than 40 ATR engineers total in the country. The future sees a high need and demand for trained and rated aircraft engineers for the numerous aircraft types in the country. But what happens when there is no supply to meet this demand? What happens when there is no platform for talents interested in the industry?
As a build-up to our entry to service, there was a long, drawn, rather intensive recruitment process. This long footprint was partly due to our commitment to only onboard qualified personnel with the right aptitude to fill the roles. However, this process also brought to fore a more germane issue within the industry. Simply put, there was an inadequate supply of trained manpower. Statistically, conversion rate for most of the roles were at a lowly 30 to 40%. Scouting for manpower within a limited pool by all operating entities has reached an unsustainable peak. This was the reality in the different functional areas of ground services, i.e. ticketing and reservations, cargo and mail handling, ramp and baggage handling, turnaround coordination and airside supervision, passenger services, amongst others. As a company on a journey to shape the future of aviation in the region, Green Africa is committed to improving the pipeline of talented manpower within the space.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dillon, Director of Cabin Services. With a career in aviation spanning 27 years in airlines across the world, I can firmly say that in any airline, the Cabin Services Department has one of the largest human capital pools, and thus it plays a critical role in the aviation industry. At Green Africa, we have identified gaps and opportunities in the region for people who wish to become crew members but are unable to do so, either because they do not have the financial means to undergo a training course at an ATO, or because the airlines do not give preference to hiring of non-licensed candidates. Today, for all participants in the Nigerian aviation space, we need to urgently and consciously increase our pool of homegrown talent by developing and transforming raw talent into qualified talent.
I am Ogunaike Adefolabi, the Safety and Emergency Procedures Training Manager for Green Africa. There are only a few aviation industry instructors in Nigeria, especially in specialized sections such as aircraft type, dangerous goods, crew resource management, etc. And there is a need to actually bridge this gap with dynamic and open-minded instructors. A special emphasis is placed on dynamic and open-minded instructors because, as an instructor, I believe in the words of Albert Einstein. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, then you don't know it.
Hi, I'm Anthony Abunene, Senior Manager Revenue and Network Planning for Green Africa. In my 15 years of experience in the aviation industry, during which I've mostly worked in the commercial department, I observed there's major skill gap in the areas of revenue management, pricing, and network planning. A lot of job seekers who apply for these roles do not know what it's about. While a lot of conversations around talent pipelines in the aviation industry emphasize on operation roles, experience shows that for an airline to succeed and remain profitable, there is need for seasoned professionals who understand the dynamics of an airline from the commercial and financial perspectives. There is a huge need for manpower and career progression for these roles. How then do we fill these roles in an aviation industry that is witnessing an increasing aircraft fleet against the backdrop of a large underserved market?
I am Ayegba Haruna, Quality and Safety Manager at Green Africa. I have 21 years of aviation experience with 14 years working with the NCAA. The experience as a player and regulator has continuously pointed at one thing. There is a major discrepancy between what is required and what is available in terms of qualified quality and safety personnel in aviation industry. While we have continued talking about this, the gap gets only wider if necessary steps are not taken now to mitigate a looming challenge.
The obvious question then should be, what is next? Today, I'm excited to present to you the Green Africa gFuture initiative. This is a talent initiative aimed at developing the next generation of aviation industry leaders as we strive to build the largest value carrier on the African continent.
Green Africa is set to change the narrative. Young, inexperienced, but talented and interested talents will go through Green Africa Academy to qualify on our aircraft and learn about other operations in the industry. With this initiative, Green Africa expects to graduate over 200 pilots, 100 flight dispatchers, 500 cabin crew members, 140 qualified engineers, and over 500 talents across the many fields in Nigerian aviation industry over the next decade.
The gFuture initiative has now commenced and will be a continuous one of turning out 4 young pilots every other month. Once qualified, the young pilot may as well be on his way to becoming a captain in about 4 to 5 years. This initiative has also commenced across other disciplines within the organization. The gFuture initiative offers a platform to close the talent gap we now experience by infusing a new generation of young, vibrant individuals into the Nigerian aviation sector. At Green Africa, we believe in building the future we want to see. Would you join us?
Would you join us?
Will you join us?
Green Africa. Welcome to the future.